Hey friends, Acquisitive Margot here, and we're back with Chapter 4 of Rising Angels Reborn. We just came out of hyperspace, and we're now at the investigation site. I've read that part. The planet is unnamed for some random, random alphanumeric designator. I think I'd have an easier time reading this if it was white background with black text. That's how I normally read everything. But, I'll make do. I'll do better, I promise. Nobody would have cared about it if some research team hadn't decided to go digging around. Captain Moonfollow. Captain Moonfollow, environmental report.
Can I get up yet?
Sorry, I hadn't completed my shift out checklist. You're not cleared up.
Thanks. Let's see. Everything checks out. Hospitable for all crew life, though it may be a little too oxygen-rich for Commander Rasuna to breathe comfortably. Slightly smaller than Earth, gravitational pulls within 0.000001% of Earth's. Their supplied coordinates will pull us down in a temperate area. Mid-70s Fahrenheit temperature grasslands, no major life forms of note. I see some smaller ones, similar to small mammals, in the local area.
Aw, I wanted to bring the heavy weapons today.
That's not dangerous! If I had to be afraid of some stray cats, then I have bigger problems in my life.
My orders stand. Major Pusel, what are you expecting to find at the site? Truthfully, I have no clue what I'm going to find at the first site. We were always taught that it was the most dangerous part of the investigation. You can only go in with what intel told you. Excuse me, I'm going down there with nothing but me and my wits. Everywhere from now on is going to have much better intelligence, since I should be able to find some sort of clues here. But for now, this mission is operating in the blind. That is not what I like to hear, Major. Really, Natalie? You don't have any better idea?
Oh, come on. Life is boring when you know everything ahead of you.
And a lot shorter. What are you all talking about? I'm expecting to find an abandoned camp in the middle of a forest.
Then why the hell I have no sticking clue what to find fit?
Natalie, you were doing your internal monologue out loud again. Why didn't you stop me? Because it was kind of important information. Great, now I look like a fool again. I need to be more careful about that. Lieutenant Zuri.
Yeah, safety, security, and what was the last S word you were always saying? Swords?
Why would we ever criticize your practice of swords?
I don't know, I don't really pay attention. I mean, yes, Major. Safety, security, and swords.
Just fall out.
Yes, Commander.
Oh my god, Zuri, what the fuck? Is she like part dragon? I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, the wings, the tail, pointy ears, she must be part dragon. Zuri, just don't let us get killed.
How about mauled?
No.
Ravaged?
No.
Maimed?
Don't encourage her. Excuse me. I know I shouldn't, but I'm trying best not to lose my cool. My first real ground site investigation. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop zooming around my gut. 4 people under my command. I have to be on point. I have to be the razor's edge. They're counting on me. Time to earn those major stripes, Natalie. It's beautiful! It's beautiful! It's beautiful! A planet that has no name. A world that has no civilization. The woods are as still as the lost grave of the adventurer Killick Harnson. Killick Harnson. No, bad! No thinking about SITOs. If you think about the names on the wall, you're going to end up being one. Still, the comparison is warranted. It's so silent around here, so still. Not even a breeze is blowing through the abandoned campsite. These guys! Such peacefulness sits ill in my heart. We should return to the ship.
It's okay. We just scared all the animals away with the ship's engines. They will return in time.
And eat us, perchance?
I don't know.
Stop worrying, Colonel. I checked the scanners and nothing bigger than my fist register for 5 miles around us. Small can be ferocious. With all due respect, we should limit our voices to not disturb any potential wildlife, sir. Major Pusel, are you ready? The sudden shift of Soul's professionalism towards me catches me off guard for a moment, but I grab it as an anchor. Focus is key. There is no different than a training mission. I am ready. Nobody touch anything. The clues around here could be anything. Then I'm heading back to the shuttle. If you need me, my lady, please call. That will be fine, sir. If you need a break, I could always use the company. We've got work to do. Aw, man, he fucking left. He's such a pussy. We are yours to command, Major Pusel. Okay, Lieutenant Zuri, I want you setting up sensors and seeing what you can about the remaining camp defenses. Already did. Really? It was the first thing I did when I came off the shuttle. It'd be really bad of me to let you step into a landmine or something. She's right. I should have had her check the first second she stepped off. A mistake. Surprisingly good work from you.
Don't sound so surprised all the time, please.
Then could you keep an eye out for any potential threats? Of course, nobody's going to hurt you while I'm here. My gut tells me that casual remark is a serious one. It's a comforting thought to know someone is ensuring my safety. Captain Moonfollow, I want your help in determining what happened to the camp's residents. The camp looks almost too spotless to be abandoned.
I need to study the local fauna anyway.
Our mission takes priority. Don't lose focus.
Soul.
Major Hackett.
Major, my mission to investigate flora and fauna is a mission from the board of directors. Yours is Space Force directed. My mission trumps yours.
Now wait just...
But I can do both. You can count on me, Natalie.
Thanks. She needs to remember we are a team, not a bunch of lone wolves. If she has her own mission, we can't hold a grudge. Orders are orders. Whatever. Focus, Major Hackett. I need you to help me look for clues about what we are looking for here. This place reeks of strangeness. Then we are in agreement. Why here? Why this place? I don't see any good reason to stay here. That's what we need to find out. And may luck bless us. I'll report anything I find. Ow, damn it. Keep pulling on the wire. I walk through the camp with the utmost care. Any potential delicate clue could be lying underfoot. I have to be cautious. But as I nose around the tents, it is the lack of clues that highlights itself to me. There is no sign of a struggle, no sign of an attack by wildlife that could have driven the researchers away, no sign of a hasty departure. Why would someone abandon all their survival gear? Yet, I cannot find any trace of what they were doing. All computers, all documentation, are conspicuously absent. personal effects are also strangely absent. I can find plenty of jackets for what I suppose would be cold nights, but I can't find a single picture of somebody's loved ones. Why can't I read? My apologies, friends. I am really off the ball. Why? I sit down on one of the thin, collapsible chairs around the table that I could only presume once held computer racks. There has to be something here that I'm missing. Were they planning on returning soon? Maybe an excursion to the local area? Still, why would they take all their computer equipment but none of the survival gear? Bridge, this is a ground team. Go ahead, ground team. Requesting a scan for any humanoid life forms within 50-mile radius of our site.
We'll go. We'll send you the results in 10.
I copy. Thanks. There isn't any point in doing that, Nat. What makes you say that? Zuri flares her wings, like a hawk zooming in on its prey, have to resist the urge to jump back. I can feel the disturbances on the wind, the voice of the world. You can? Your wings are sensitive enough to detect those sort of things? It takes a whole lot to decipher what I feel, but you don't get to perform if you can't feel the wind. When a warrior spirit is in harmony with the world, all of its secrets will be revealed. I knew it was a good idea to bring you along. What do you feel? What secrets are out there? I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited. This place, it feels dead. Yeah, like the inhabitants disappeared in a flash. The wind, the world, it all feels vacant. Like we are sitting on a scarred site that was to remain undisturbed, or a sacred site that was to remain undisturbed. Fuck me! You sound a little scared. A true warrior feels nothing, or fears nothing. Huh. Two very different things. I guess I'm not a true warrior, though. It is putting me on edge. Like any moment, something will rise and devour me. We're all here together. I might not be able to do much to fight, but you can count on me. Don't worry, I haven't trained for years just to let some spooky camp make me run in fright. Defending you is my duty. I just feel really ill here. Can we go soon? We will soon. Is there anything I can do to help you out? I have some tea if you'd like. Tea is a sage's drink, not a brave warrior's, but thanks for thinking of me. Aren't all warriors supposed to be scholars as well as fighters? Try some. You caught me. It's too bitter for my taste. I like sweet things. So things that aren't like you? I'm so sweet you can't leave me out in the rain. Did you find anything? Whoever was here fled quickly, but ensured we would have no easy way to follow them. It could be possible that the researchers were captured by pirates. Pirates would have taken anything of value. That generator over there is worth thousands, but it was left behind. Then what do you think happened, Lizard Brain? I don't know. If you're going to shoot down my theory, at least have something to replace it with. Ground team, this is the bridge. Go ahead. Negative on those scans. You are all alone down there. Thanks. Fusel out. I told you, the wind never lies. So, we have no clues. It appears so. Someone is trying very hard to make sure that we do not find out what the researchers were doing. Faye shoves her weight past Zuri's outstretched wings, clearly trying to get me in a hurry. I might have a clue. Did you find a bone or something? I'm not a dog. You always fool me. Please, hurry, Major. I didn't want to touch it. Is it hazardous? Sol, get our chem gear. Roger. No. You just need to see it for yourself. Captain Moonfollow leads me to the spot on the far edge of camp. The soil is disturbed and I could see where she was digging. She was secretly looking for... was she secretly looking for a bone? If she was, she found me one. A datapad lies half buried in the soil. The corner of the rectangular tablet juts out. I can only assume that Captain Moonfollow was pulling it out when she realized I should do it. You were very smart to leave the excavation to me. We didn't want to risk damaging it.
That's not it. That isn't dirt staining the screen.
Curiosity gets the better of me, so I skip safely following procedures and pull it out without being delicate. She's right. That dirt stain is far too red to be from the soil. Perhaps they found it on another planet. If they found it somewhere with red sand or... Whew, okay. That makes no sense. Why would they dig it up in one place just to bury it in another? It wouldn't have a splotchy pattern like... It's fucking blood, Natalie! Come on! Could it be blood? Dried up blood?
It smells like it.
Blood. But whose? Why? Who would bury a blood-covered datapad? How deep was it?
Barely under the surface. I was looking for more signs of disturbed ground, but none of the others had anything buried in them.
Drats. Still, we might be able to pull something useful from this one.
We shouldn't stay here.
Okay. What do you mean? We need to do a full scan of the area. It's possible that we may find the fate of our missing researchers.
There is something wrong here. Very wrong. The land. My father always taught me to listen to the animals. If you can't hear them, he said, you should run.
Even though I've got a slightly worrisome feeling, I didn't feel anything like Zuri or Moonfollow are still talking about. Or Moonfollow are talking about. Still, I would be unwise to ignore the advice of my crew. Everyone gather up. I'll head back to the Nimros and investigate this datapad further. Further. Fuck. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet because of a spooked puppy who can't handle a little blood.
I can.
Major, please listen to us. We need to go now. Darkness is setting. That's just a storm cloud. You can't seriously think you're going to dissolve because you are so sweet. Sol, our security officer just said they don't feel safe here anymore. We are going. Fine. Yeah, they're seriously worried. I would definitely listen to them. And look at the storm clouds off in the distance. I don't feel like retreating from a mystery, but if my crew is to trust in me, I must trust in them. Besides, I've got a potential clue. I brush off the remaining specks of dirt from the tarnished silver casing. My little enigma must have something important on it. It has to. Someone tried hiding this one. I can only hope it was a researcher who didn't want whatever got in the other computers. It must be someone who knows the truth can never die. People don't murder others over old trinkets and ruins. Something important was here. Perhaps something dangerous. Command wouldn't have sent me after old pottery. A weapon, maybe. A weapon is something people would kill over. A weapon is worth sending out an SITO. A weapon. Could there have been an ancient weapon of mass destruction buried in these grounds? Have we disturbed the grounds of a mystery left best unsolved? Suri lightly gripped my shoulder, bringing me back to reality. Sorry. Everyone, pull out. Pull out! Pull out! Whew, hey. As I step out of the shuttle airlock, I can't help but feel a little happy. It almost feels like returning home after a long day of work. Actually, that is what it is. Huh. I never really thought about it. The ship is my home now. The commander should hear of our discoveries. I'm going to report in to her before I tear this thing apart. Go on ahead. I need to work with Lieutenant Zuri. Huh? Sol, it was my decision to come back home. I know, I just accepted that. I just need to talk to her about something work-related. Alright, don't be too long. This will be quick.
Do you think she'll be alright with him?
No. Tell the commander that I got mud all over my boots. I'll be there shortly.
I'll go tell her.
Thanks. I barely make it 10 feet before Sol's deep voice booms out. Lieutenant, what were you thinking out there?
Thoughts? That's what most people think.
Let me make myself a little more clear. When I looked up for my investigation, do you know what I saw?
The sun? A bird? Natalie?
If you knew what was good for you, you would stop talking. I saw you, Lieutenant, staring off into space while she was on duty.
I wasn't staring off into space, I swear, Major.
Okay, the forest. I don't care what you were staring. I don't care where you were staring. It wasn't at any of your security equipment. Let me be clear. I barely tolerate your constant accidental assaults, your lax behavior, and your disrespect. I somehow managed to muster the strength each day not to write all of that out on paperwork. But when we finally have a real use for you, the last thing I imagine you doing was standing there with your mouth open. You keep telling me how you want to be a real warrior.
I do. I am.
Then what the hell were you doing out there? The whole team was in danger because of your actions.
I had it under control. Why can't you trust me?
Mind your tone.
Sir, I wasn't zoning out or whatever you think I might have been doing.
Oh, and what were you doing, Lieutenant?
I was sensing the wind.
What?
With my wings, I can detect the slightest vibrations in the air, which allows me to detect the threat long before it gets close to us.
That's amazing. You think so? Of course. How anyone could be so remarkably stupid proves that we clearly have not hit the bottom of the barrel. It's true.
Oh my god, fuck this Soul guy. He's such a racist.
That's all he is. He has no tolerance for other races. I don't doubt that you believe in your freaky mutant superpower. However, can you tell me what this is?
It's my sensor monitor.
And what does it do?
It allows me to monitor my sensors that I place around our camp.
Sir. And now I'm sir again. You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
That I should have relied upon my sensors per regulation, sir.
I know it is pointless to say, but if you know that, I shouldn't have to remind you. Don't slack at the next site. I'm counting on you to protect us.
Yes, sir.
And watch where you put those talons of yours. You smashed a couple of bottles at the site that I was going to inspect. Jesus. Sol looks exasperated, but I'm on the fence if I should support him. True, Zuri needs to follow her checklist, but having a second layer of defense is smart. What if Zuri's method had detected something the sensors couldn't read? But what if Zuri missed something on our sensors and we got attacked? Both of them are right. I want to move in to support them in the end and end this, but I can't undermine the Nemros's executive officer when he is setting his standards. All I can do is support them both and hope that someday they someday see that they both could have been right or wrong today. Oh, hey. You seem to hold up pretty well. He must have been in a good mood today. He actually yelled at me for something other than being a lizard. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Besides, a good warrior doesn't let petty insults get under her skin. She says that as she brushes away something that glistened from the corner of her eye. Still, her ability to bounce back is admirable. If it makes you feel better, I didn't feel like I was in any danger with you there. I felt like we were in danger. It was like the land was crying out in anger at our arrival. Land? Crying out? I'll have to check the shuttle's external audio records to see if there was something I didn't hear. You're an idiot, Natalie. Hey, Nat. Thanks for standing up for me out there. Taking a sip. Don't look so surprised. What did you think I was gonna do? Call you a lizard brain and ignore your recommendations? You're good friends with Soul, so yeah. Just because we're friends doesn't mean we see eye to eye on everything. I trust him, Zuri, but I trust you as well. You trust me? I've never heard that before. What? Most people only say that they can trust me to screw things up. I'm going to be the best warrior there is. You can count on me, Nat. Yeah, she's just a dragon. That's all she is. I get it. Okay. I get it. People trust her to screw things up? Well, I meant that I can trust her because she's a fellow soldier. No. Zuri seems so passionate. I want to have faith in her. It would be ill of me not to give her my full support. Let's go back. I'll show you. I'll fight the evil storm threatening to destroy you. How about we go report to the commander before she becomes an evil storm herself? Roger! I like her. It's good to have a kind, good-spirited security officer. Victory and promotions are assured. Ah, god damn it. Okay. It's about time. I think I'll end this chapter here. It feels pretty short, but I guess time flies when you're having fun. In the next chapter, we're going to report in to Commander Rasuna? Alrighty, bye friends!